The music pounded, lights flashed across the dance floor, and laughter carried through the room. I stood by the bar, drink in hand, scanning the crowd until my gaze landed on her, my wife Emma. But instead of smiling at me, she was wrapped in another man's arms, swaying as if the world around them had disappeared. My chest tightened. In that instant, it felt like the ground had been pulled out from under me. She wasn't just dancing. She was lost in him, her head resting against his shoulder, her lips curved in a tender smile I hadn't seen in weeks. My first reaction was anger. Every muscle in my body tightened as my grip on the glass hardened. Yet beneath the rage was something far worse, hurt. Betrayal. We had walked into this party together, and now I stood abandoned while she openly chose someone else. My thoughts raced. Was it just an innocent dance, or had it been happening for longer? Either way, her choice was clear. I couldn't keep standing there, watching her dismantle everything we'd built. Setting my drink aside, I moved toward the exit. Each step felt like it carried the weight of 1,000 bricks, but I refused to create a scene. If she wanted to humiliate me in front of everyone, I wouldn't give her the satisfaction of seeing me beg. My silence would be my answer. I slipped into my jacket, opened the door, and stepped into the cool night air. For me, it felt like the end. Outside, the street was calm compared to the chaos inside. I walked slowly, tried to steady myself, my breath clouding in the cold. Memories of our years together flashed through my mind. The promises, the late-night talks, the dreams we had shared. How had it all unraveled? Had I missed the signs? Maybe I'd been too comfortable, assuming love was enough. Tonight proved it wasn't. When I reached my car, I leaned against it, staring at the ground. My phone buzzed in my pocket, but I ignored it. I didn't want excuses or explanations. I had seen the truth with my own eyes. That was all I needed. Pulling out my keys, I was ready to drive away and leave everything behind when hurried footsteps cut through the silence. "Wait!" Her voice broke through, shaky and desperate. I looked up, and there was Emma running toward me in her heels, her hair messy from the dance floor. She grabbed my arm, panic written across her face. "Please don't go. It's not what you think." Her words hung in the cold air, but I kept my jaw tight, saying nothing. I wanted to believe her, but the image of her pressed against him was burned into me. She stumbled through an explanation, her words spilling out. "He's just an old friend, nothing more." I wasn't thinking. I only wanted to dance. I didn't realize how it looked. She clutched my hand as though her life depended on it, tears welling in her eyes. "I looked for you the moment I noticed you were gone. Please, don't let this ruin us." I turned fully toward her, my chest rising with heavy breaths. "You humiliated me, Emma," I said, my voice sharp but quiet. "In front of everyone. Do you even understand what it felt like, watching my wife, wrapped around another man?" Her head shook quickly, tears sliding down her cheeks. "I'm sorry. I was careless, but it was only a dance. I swear, you're the one I love. Please don't leave me." Her words cut through the walls I had thrown up in the past hour. I searched her face, desperate to see if this was another lie. But what I saw wasn't deception, it was fear. Fear of losing me. The anger in me didn't vanish, but it shifted into something else. Disappointment, sorrow, and maybe still love. I didn't say yes. I didn't say no. But I let her hold my hand. For her, in that moment, it was enough. We never went back inside that night. Instead, we drove home in silence, her hand resting on mine, as though she feared I'd disappear if she let go. The future was uncertain. Trust would have to be rebuilt, and wounds would take time to heal. But as I sat there beside her, one truth became clear. Sometimes betrayal doesn't end a marriage instantly. Sometimes it becomes the fire that forces you to face what you've been avoiding. Whether we would survive this or not, only time would reveal. But one thing was certain. She would never forget the night she nearly lost me.